Hey everyone, welcome back to Trailbreaker. If you've ever thought about mulleting an old 27.5 bike, stick around. I'm going to try it and it's either going to be the most awesome thing in the world or it's going to suck. So besides a bigger front wheel, what's changed? The 29er fork is taller, so the stack height, which is the height to the top of the fork crown, is about 20 millimeters taller. But since I've removed 20 millimeters of spacers below the stem, the bar height is essentially unchanged. This slackens both the head tube angle and the seat tube angle about 1 degree and raises the bottom bracket about 16 millimeters.
Well, right away I can tell the change in the geometry. Front end is definitely lighter. My butt is definitely further back over that rear axle. It is like super easy to get the front end up. Wheelies and manuals, crazy easy. But I do like the way it pedals over these roots. What I'm really curious about is how it's going to corner. Like, am I able to get the weight even front and back in the corners? Oh yeah, double wheel drift, that's a good sign. I also picked up this Dissector really cheap, for like 45 bucks. I know it'd probably be a better rear tire, but for that price I had to give it a shot. So we'll see. I don't think anything's gonna have a lot of grip today. Way too many leaves. Oh, well, that wasn't the mullet's fault. It is slick. The leaves need to be ridden off. But the fact that both wheels broke free is, I guess, a good thing. It means I need to slow down. Oh, it feels a lot better over that chunky stuff. That might be one of the most awesome things I've ever done to a mountain bike ever. By going 150 instead of 160 on the fork and slamming my stem 20 millimeters, the geometry felt almost the same. I felt like with all this loose leaves in the corners, I was losing traction on both tires pretty consistently at the same time, which means it was pretty well balanced. This bike never was a fantastic climber. It was always very, very light. It was always slack. The front end kind of flops around a lot, and it still does, but I can't tell you that it does it any worse than before. So the one thing that was the biggest surprise that I really hadn't thought about was, I mean, I knew it was gonna plow through stuff easier. I knew I was going to get over stuff on climbs easier. But what I didn't take into account was just how much momentum it allowed me to carry into flats and climbs. The one disadvantage of a 27.5 bike is they can spin up pretty quick, but they also slow down pretty quick. And just that big wheel in the front, I was able to just keep going, and it was pretty significant. So I can't be happier with the result.
If you have any questions or comments or want to tell me just how ridiculous this project was, please leave a comment down below. If you liked it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you again.